This is 1 egg. This is 2 eggs, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are duck eggs. This is not an ad, I'm just a content creator. But if anyone from the company is watching, please send me some more free duck eggs. Seriously, look at them. They are so beautiful. They're larger than chicken eggs, but what really sets them apart is their richer, thicker, creamier texture, and their incredible flavor. You can use them in any recipe that calls for chicken eggs, but they will bring new life to any dish. They have almost twice as much protein as regular chicken eggs and a lot of other nutrients to boot. We'll talk about all of that in a minute. First, let's cook some breakfast. Now, it's important to note that duck eggs do have slightly thicker shells than chicken eggs, so when you go to crack them, you may need to put a little bit more force into cracking them. It's kind of cool seeing the yolk spread out like this. And don't worry, if a little bit of shell gets in there, it's totally fine. Just strain it out later. Now I'm making my basic scrambled eggs recipe, which is just eggs, butter, salt, and pepper. No milk or cream. That stuff is for the birds. Or maybe that should be for the ducks. Anyways, I'm going to add a little more butter this time since we have more eggs. A little bit of salt, fresh cracked black pepper. And remember, if you want your eggs extra fluffy, then add a splash of water. I think I'll do about 1/4 cup for all these eggs. We're going to mix that up, and now we're going to pour it on top of our preheated skillet. Get that nice and even. Cover it and let it cook on low until the eggs are set, but still a little wet on top. After a couple minutes, turn off the heat and gently fold the eggs over themselves. Keep doing this until the eggs are fully cooked but still nice and moist. Turn the heat back on and add a little bit more butter. When the butter has mostly melted, we're going to add the eggs and continue to fry them on low until they're done. But enough of this. Let's get these eggs into some deliciousness. First, I'm going to separate the yolks from the whites. If you want to do this with just your hands, you can. But I'm going to use a handy-dandy egg separator. The yolks go in here, and the whites go in here. Now that we have separated the yolks and the whites, I'm going to crack the whites into a large bowl and beat them with an electric mixer until stiff peaks form. Then add half of the sugar and half of the cream of tartar and continue beating until glossy and thickened. Now we're going to add the yolks one at a time, beating well after each addition. Then add the vanilla extract and the remaining cream of tartar and sugar. Beat on high speed until the meringue is thick and glossy, about 5 minutes. Add the flour and the salt and continue beating on low speed until just combined. Fold in the chocolate and quickly divide the batter evenly among the prepared pans. Bake in the preheated oven for 30 to 35 minutes or until a wooden toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Let the cakes cool in the pans on wire racks for 10 minutes before removing. And, wow, do these look good? I bet they taste even better. In fact, why don't we try some right now? Oh yeah, baby, that is insanely good. Light, fluffy, rich, dense, chewy, moist, creamy, buttery, decadent. I am in love. Now these would be good with some fresh berries, but I don't have any of those right now. So instead, I'm going to get creative and see what else we got. I see some bananas, so why don't we make a banana split? Sure, why not? We got ice cream, whipped cream, nuts, cherries, chocolate syrup, sprinkles, the whole shebang. Oh yeah, baby, that was a good one. And that dessert was really good, but I bet these duck eggs would be great in the savory, creamy pasta sauces. And, boy, was I right. The first recipe is a pasta with duck egg sauce and crispy prosciutto. Cook the pasta according to package directions. While the pasta is cooking, fry the prosciutto until crispy. Remove the prosciutto to a paper towel-lined plate to drain off the excess fat. Now, we're going to add the garlic and red pepper flakes and fry that on low until the garlic is nice and fragrant. Then add the white wine and bring it to a boil. Once the wine has reduced by half, we're going to add the Parmesan cheese and the duck eggs. Now we just want to gently scramble the eggs into a thick, creamy sauce. finish with some salt and pepper and add the crispy prosciutto. Toss everything together with the pasta and serve it up. Oh yeah, baby, that is so freaking good. And check out this next one. I'm going to make an authentic French quiche Lorraine. If you have never had this, then I feel sorry for you because you've been missing out on one of the greatest dishes ever. Cut the bacon into small pieces and fry it in a skillet over medium heat until crispy. Remove the bacon to a paper towel-lined plate to drain off the excess fat. Add the onion and cook until softened, about 5 minutes. In a large bowl, whisk together the eggs, cream, salt, and pepper. Add the bacon and onion and stir to combine. Pour the custard into the pie crust and bake in the preheated oven for 50 to 60 minutes or until the center is set. Now, I didn't set my timer and this one baked for over an hour, and it was still a little jiggly in the middle. But you know what? It tasted so freaking good. Even though it wasn't quite done, I mean, look at that golden-hued custard and the perfectly cooked bacon. I could stare at this all day, and once it cooled down a bit, I cut myself a thick slice and ate it just like this. No sides or condiments needed. The flavors were out of this world. Rich, buttery, smoky, salty, savory, eggy goodness. Absolutely amazing. And now we need to get these duck eggs into some cookies. To make the cookies, cream butter and sugar together until light and fluffy. Beat in the eggs one at a time, then stir in the dry ingredients alternately with the milk, beginning and ending with the dry ingredients. Divide the dough in half and roll each half out into a sheet. Roll up the dough, starting from the long side, and place the logs, seam side down, on ungreased baking sheets. Bake in the preheated oven for 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. Cool the cookies on baking sheets for 1 minute before transferring them to wire racks to cool completely. Once the cookies are completely cool, drizzle them with chocolate and sprinkle them with sea salt. I tried taking a bite out of this cookie and it was so rich and dense that it literally fell apart, so instead I just crumbled it up and ate it like this. The butter, sugar, salt, and eggs worked together to create the most intense, rich, buttery, salty, sweet, dense, chewy, crispy cookie that I have ever tasted. Holy smokes! These are insane. So, what exactly makes duck eggs so special? Well, for starters, they are larger than chicken eggs, typically weighing between 2 and 4 ounces. That's anywhere from 57 to 128 grams. Compare that to the standard chicken egg, which typically weighs around 2 ounces or 57 grams. On average, duck eggs have almost twice the amount of protein as chicken eggs, containing around 13 grams of protein per egg, while chicken eggs contain about 6 grams per egg. They also have more fat, cholesterol, and calories than chicken eggs. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. As we saw today, duck eggs can make everything taste better. Plus, they are a great source of several essential nutrients. For example, they are a great source of vitamin D, providing approximately 21% of the recommended daily intake per egg. They are also a good source of selenium, phosphorus, and biotin. If you're wondering how to store duck eggs, it's easy. Just keep them in the refrigerator for up to 5 days or freeze them for up to 1 year. When freezing, make sure to crack them into a freezer-safe container or bag to prevent them from breaking. Thaw frozen duck eggs in the refrigerator before using. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.